Spurs fans, football fans, England fans, subscribers, viewers. Talk Sport are blaming Jordan Pickford this morning for losing the semi-final, when we all know it was Tommy Touchy hands. The media have become divisive just to create engagement, haven't they? Rage bait. That's what they call it. Everyone's on the rage bait train. Can't blame Pickford. You can't blame the players. But who are they going to blame tomorrow? It'd be another fucking lot of players they'd blame tomorrow. And in reality, it's Tommy Touchy hands and the FA. They're to blame. Everything starts at the top, bruv. The manager fucked up. Simple as that. And if it didn't expose himself enough, the two shit-the-bed substitutes that come on, and I'm not saying Rashford or Tony are shit-the-bed, I'm saying the substitution decision by Tommy Touchy hands was a shit-the-bed decision. He panicked. Panicking, can't lose the job. Thought he'd chuck them on and it was going to go, we was going to get a goal and it was all going to be romantic. And no, you're playing Argentina, bruv. You fucked up. In that game, you absolutely fucked up. I started warming to old Touchy hands. But that game, that shit-the-bed substitution, now coughing, adios, goodbye, farewell, thank you very much. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, now we're over that one, talking about Talk Sport and moaning about them, because there's Tottenham news is a bit thin this morning. You've got all the bullshit, you know, Richarlison to Juventus and fucking all that bollocks. Nothing's confirmed, it's just like all a load of absolute fucking hot air, half of it. YouTube, that's YouTube for you though, isn't it? You know what I mean? These YouTubers, content creators, they're so disassociated from real football fans. All they have got is their little congregation, their little clique of YouTuber friends that they talk to. I know, because I've been there. They've become so disassociated from working class, normal fans that even they're doing the divisive rage bait engagement things, agreeing with people. You see the talking heads sit on these YouTube channels talking with each other. Someone can say the most outlandish thing, and all of a sudden, talking head one will say, "Oh, I can see you've got a point there. You've got a point there, potato head." And it's like, are you listening to yourselves? Or are you not listening to yourselves? You're just on such an ego trip and you're in such a little clique that you've become disassociated from having your own opinion on the football. I think I've said enough, because that is exactly what YouTube is. Ego trips, and they all become disassociated. Anyway, as I said, Tottenham news is thin on the ground. Vuskovic has now gone to Brighton. Oh, we didn't see that coming, did we? I knew we were never going to see him in the Tottenham top. The minute the experts in the Tottenham community started saying, "Oh, do you know what? He's going to be a great addition to Tottenham." Blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking to myself, do you realise what we have become as a football club? An investment company. We're buying young players. We didn't even have to fucking train him, bruv. We bought him, loaned him out, then he's worth 48 million. And we've got 20% set on. Oh, you know all the score. You probably read it more than I have as well. Striker. Where's our fucking striker, Vinay? Are we going to be relying on Richarlison? If you believe the transfer gossip and the rumours, he ain't going to be there. So we're going to be relying on Solanke. That gives me the hump. Do Do you know what? I'd rather you spend £100 million. There's a YouTube channel, a Spurs YouTube channel, saying that Tonali, the £100 million game changer. Yeah, he's all right. He ain't world class. He might play well, but he's not world class, is he? I mean, he's not in the semi-finals of the World Cup. He's not in the finals of the World Cup. I sort of define that as being a world-class player. You know, if your team did get through to the World Cup, then you're on the world stage, world class. Yeah, it does sort of make a bit of sense, doesn't it? Or is my logic flawed? I suppose you can have world class players that ain't in the World Cup, but that don't make them world class, does it? Really, it just makes them. Meh. What else is there? What other Spurs news can I give you? There's nothing, is there? Absolutely nothing, except we want a striker. I'm not going to say the names of all these rumoured strikers because, for one, some of the clubs ain't selling. They've put out press statements saying he ain't for sale. And YouTubers are still running with it. And it just makes no sense to me. It really does make no sense. Anyway, God bless. Have a good day. And today's video is dedicated to my little girl, my little Yid. It was her last day at primary school. So my Belle, she is now officially at secondary school. So I dedicate this video to you, my sweetheart, my beautiful. And have a good day. Take care. God bless.